Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, the full version is available on Patreon. I'll be uploading all my content there going forward.
Chapter 1. Ewing, why are you here? Why doesn't Coach Thomas welcome me, a retired old guy, to come back to the parent team? New York, the famous Madison Square Garden. Knicks legend Patrick Ewing, who has just joined the Magic as an assistant coach, happened to meet with Isaiah Thomas, who is now serving as the head coach of Knicks. Haha, of course not, after all, your jersey can be hung over this arena. The two men looked at each other and smiled, and then stepped forward to say hello to an iconic black man. After a simple greeting, Thomas asked casually, "Well, how is the assistant coach's job doing?" Ewing helplessly schemed. "If I can, I would prefer to work at Knicks, but Orlando insists that I go to guide them the top pick." Thomas nodded knowingly. "This job is quite suitable for you, after all, you were one of the 4 famous centers back then." "Ha ha ha, don't make fun of me, smile assassin." Ewing's laughter hadn't fallen yet. Boom! It's on the training ground not far from the two of them. There was a deafening sound of the basket. 2 people walked past the sound curiously. "Just arrived at the door. I saw on the court." A burly player with a height of more than 2 meters stood under the basket and picked up basketball. Obviously. He caused the noise just now. Is he our Knicks player? Ewing frowned and tried to see more clearly. Thomas smiled interestingly. "It's interesting, do you come to practice alone during the holidays?" "Of course." Lin Mo on the court also saw the 2 men standing in the doorway. These 2 people are not strange to him at all. Isaiah Thomas, one of the league's greatest little players, the smiling assassin, is now the head coach of Knicks. Patrick Ewing, Knicks star, one of the 4 famous centers in the 1990s. Why did the 2 of them appear in the training arena? Lin Mo is not sure. But Lin Mo doesn't plan to ignore them for the time being. Because at this moment he still has some more important things to do. Lin Mo carried basketball to the outside of the 3-point line very casually. Then, a series of shot motions of aligning the ball directly, bending the knees, raising the arms, and pulling the wrists. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. And the orange basketball is also delaying a super high arc like a rainbow. Hey! Steady hit! Then, Lin Mo picked up basketball in the past and made the same attempts at different points outside the 3-point line. Hey! 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 Before you know it, Lin Mo has hit 22 3-pointers in a row. His shots are smooth and natural. From the feeling of shooting, it seems that he can see the ending of basketball's net. 23. 24. 25. After Lin Mo finally made another perfect swish through 3-pointer in the bottom corner. He has hit 25 3-pointers in a row. At this moment, Thomas and Ewing, who stood at the door, had their eyes widened in surprise. Hit 25 3-pointers in a row, this kid feels a bit outrageous. Moreover, he still picks up shots by himself, which consumes more physical strength than sparring. Yes, but he has already made a round, will he continue? 2 basketball stars are standing here, but their voices are unconsciously suppressed. Because they don't know whether Lin Mo will continue the shot. What if the sound is too loud and disturbs his feel? They also want to see from the bottom of their hearts whether this young man will continue to perform. Lin Mo didn't let them down either. I saw him picking up basketball and heading outside the 3-point line again. Only, this time he didn't stop after crossing the 3-point line, but continue to walk farther. Just a few steps outside the 3-point line to stand still. What is he going to do? This distance, at least 30 feet away from the basket. 30 feet. Converted to the international common unit is meters. What is this concept? Today, the farthest point of the NBA 3-point line is only 7.25 meters. The distance between this interval You can directly let Isaiah Thomas lie down and sleep. To be precise, there is even 5 centimeters of free space. Is this young man crazy to shoot a three-pointer from such a distance? Lin Mo is certainly not crazy, but he also has a trace of worry in his heart. After all, he is not sure whether this reward of the system is real. Can you invest in it? Boom! Boom! Lin Mo didn't take a direct shot this time. Instead, he dribbled the ball twice to adjust his breathing smoothly. Then, Lin Mo's eyes condensed, then he held the ball with both hands and shot basketball with the same shot action just now. Hey! Basketball, which crossed a super high arc in delay, fell into the net smoothly. And before Ewing and Thomas came in excited, Lin Mo went on to perform such three-pointers consecutively. Repeated 9 times. Oh, my God! He hit 30 three-pointers in a row, and the last 10 were all three-pointers from 30 feet away. The 2 people who couldn't bear it anymore, they walked forward directly and asked with great curiosity in their eyes. Young people! Can you tell us where you are from? Chapter 2. The 2 famous hosts walked forward. Lin Mo also put aside the basketball he hadn't shot yet and looked at the duo. My name is Lin Mo and I am a member of the Knicks Summer League this year. Summer League? Are you this year's rookie? Thomas recalled a little. But I remember that Knicks didn't choose an Eastern player like you. In the 2007 NBA draft, 2 Eastern players were selected. One is Space Yi, who was selected by the Bucks with the 6th overall pick, and Sun Yu, who was selected by Lakers with the 10th overall pick in the 2nd round. Knicks selected Wilson Chandler from DePaul University with the 23rd overall pick in the 1st round. Ewing, who is more concerned about Knicks and this year's draft, also frowned. Actually, I was a loser and won the Knicks Summer League contract as a free agent. Lin Mo directly explained his situation. Today is July 1, 2007. In fact, Lin Mo came here. As an international student, he received an invitation from Knicks after he failed to run for the NBA, and he became a Summer United player. Ewing directly shook his head and said, I really can't believe that a player like you can lose the election. But thanks to this, you can become a Knicks Summer United player, and then let us meet today. Thomas smiled a little bit. If I remember correctly, 2 days later, Las Vegas Summer League will start. Yes, we will start with the team this afternoon. Thomas immediately said, in that case, I need to go to Las Vegas to see the Knicks Summer League. As for Ewing next to him, he also directly echoed, haha, then it seems that I have to go to Las Vegas for a tour. Lin Mo's three-pointer performance just now has completely impressed the 2 big guys. The 2 of them also want to witness what kind of waves such a quaint Lin Mo will make in the Summer League. I almost forgot, I still have an important event to attend. Ewing raised his wrist and looked at his watch, then hurriedly waved goodbye to the 2 men. I'll leave first, and see you in Las Vegas. And Isaiah Thomas also happened to think of his unfinished work. Well, then we'll see you in Las Vegas. After the 2 left, Lin Mo was left alone in the training court. Recalling the shock of the 2 NBA stars just now, Lin Mo couldn't help laughing. Is this attracted by famous people? Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Although there were some surprises, Lin Mo was able to accept it calmly. Because compared to the system he unlocked by passing through, all these things are not worth mentioning at all. Like the Traverser in the net article, Lin Mo also has cheats. Basketball God System. The first reward after system activation is to directly unlock Generation of Miracles. That's right. It's that in the anime Kuroko's basketball that Lin Mo loved very much in his previous life, that talented team from Tiak Junior High. The corresponding talents and abilities obtained by Lin Mo are Atsushi Murasakibara Superhuman Body Talent, Daiki Aomine Formless Shot, Tetsuya Kuroko Super Fast Passing, Shintarō Midorima High Projectile 3. And the most terrifying Akashi Seijūrō's Emperor I. Although these are not the most complete talents and abilities of Generation of Miracles. For example, the missing Kai's Ryuta, and some special skills such as inducing pass. But at present, only 5 of these talents come from Generation of Miracles, which are completely enough for Lin Mo. And Lin Mo's 3-pointer performance just now. It was accomplished through the High Projectile 3, a talented ability from Shintarō Midorima. In fact, Ewing and Thomas have forgotten that they came in because of the roar of the basket. That was a free-throw line dunk conducted by Lin Mo in order to test the superhuman body talent of Dun Ziwan. The 2 celebrities did not see it. In the afternoon, Lin Mo flew to Las Vegas with the team. Early the next morning, Lin Mo went to the arena for training alone, just like in New York. Because he understands that only more training can better adapt to these talents and abilities from the Generation of Miracles. July 7, 2007. The Las Vegas Summer League officially kicked off. This year the NBA officially announced the inclusion of this competition, and the Las Vegas Summer League has thus entered the official competition category. There are a total of 22 teams participating this year, including the national team from Planting Flowers. Obviously, the national team is going all out to prepare for the Olympics next year. The first day of competition. The first match was the 2007 champion Aomine led the Portland Trail Blazers against the Celtics team, which was traded to Glenn Davis. The highest expected champion, Aomine, fouled out after only 20 minutes. He only had 6 points and 2 rebounds. In the end, under Aldridge's hard support, the team finished with 66-74 lost to Celtics. In the second match, the New York Knicks played against the Seattle Supersonics. This year's Seattle Supersonics used the second pick to select Kevin Durant, the best college player of the year, and the winner of the Naismith Award and the Wooden Award. And because of the team's trade with Celtics, they have Jeff Green with the 5th overall pick in the draft. The Sonics Summer League lineup is even half of the new season's starting lineup. The almost full audience at the Cox Arena is enough to prove everyone's expectations for this match. We can see that Isaiah Thomas and Patrick Ewing also came to the scene. Following the roll call of the narrator, ESPN media reporters on the sidelines also took the initiative to step forward. Hello, 2 seniors. Are you here today to test Knicks rookie Wilson Chandler? Or do you want to see the number 2 pick of the Sonics? As soon as the reporter's voice fell, the 2 men immediately shook their heads in denial. I don't care what you said. Ewing took the initiative to take the microphone. I'm here for Lin Mo from Knicks. Chapter 3. Lin Mo. Yes. He is a member of our Knicks Summer League lineup this year, the loser from the East. Thomas calmly explained to the bewildered reporter. Lost draft pick from the East? This left the reporter with no idea how to answer the call for a while. She could not say a word about the information prepared about Chandler and the analysis about Durant. Because the 2 big guys in front of me came here for an unknown Dongfang draft pick. She has no idea about this defeated draft pick from the East. The interview is over. The narrator quickly flipped through the information. According to the information we have, Knicks does have a player from the East who was not drafted in today's lineup. His name is Lin Mo, he is 2 meters 06 and weighs kg. Other than that, we know nothing. After the 2 commentators briefly spoke, their faces were as full of puzzlement as the reporter. What's the situation? Dignified Knicks head coach and Knicks famous players, come to see a draft pick. This undrafted pick is also from the East. I remember this year's NBA draft seems to have 2 Eastern players. I know those 2. Neither is anything dazzling. After all, there is only one Dayo, which is impossible to copy at all. The Sonics lineup is obviously stronger, and Durant's scoring ability is particularly outstanding in college. The audience was talking hotly one after another. The players on the field warmed up, and the starting players were in place. On the Sonics side, there is a duo of second place Durant and fifth pick Jeff Green. On the Knicks side, only Wilson Chandler, who has the 23rd overall pick in the first round, took the lead. Lin Mo didn't get the first chance. What is coach Nick Xiaolian doing? He didn't let Lin Mo start. Ewing complained immediately. Thomas also looked at Nick's summer union coach and shook his head. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. On the field. The talent of the Sonics is indeed the naked eye leading the Knicks. The second pick Durant made consecutive shots. The fifth pick Jeff Green also upset the Knicks inside. At the end of the first quarter, the score between the Sonics and the Knicks had reached 29-20. Durant's 12 points in a single quarter was the best in the game. Durant's offensive talent is really amazing. The narrator praised without hesitation. In a match like the Summer League, he is a well-deserved super scorer. Of course, Jeff Green also showed his outstanding talent as the number 5 pick. On the sidelines, Knicks bench, Summer United coach John is a little helpless. After all, the difference in strength between the two teams can be seen at a glance. It's only 9 points behind at this moment, which is actually pretty good for Knicks. Lin, get ready to play in the second quarter. John looked at Lin Mo and said that he had heard of the interviews with Ewing and Thomas on the sidelines. Since the team is already like this, it's better to follow the boat and build personal feelings. Good coach. Lin Mo didn't care too much about John's late arrangement. After all, he didn't show his talent in front of John. The rest time ends soon. Lin Mo came to the technical stage and jumped for his debut. Look! Knicks has replaced Lin Mo, the Dongfang loser who has attracted the attention of the two celebrities. The commentator's eyes lit up. I wonder if his appearance will bring a bit of surprise to the troubled Knicks. Lin Mo's position is also small forward. Counterpoint is Durant, the second best pick in the first quarter of this match. Lin Mo has to face such an opponent when he debuts. In fact, even the coach of Knicks Summer Union is unavoidably worried. Wish him luck. The second match begins. The Knicks point guard came to halftime. Inside second-year power forward Reinaldo Bachmann wanted the ball to play singles, but he couldn't make a move under Jeff Green's tough defender. Just when the offensive time was about to end, he decisively dumped Lin Mo outside the three-point line. At this moment, Lin Mo is being guarded by Durant, who has long arms and legs like a spider. Knicks' offense has only the last 2 seconds left. The commentary has not yet fallen. I saw Lin Mo on the court with a relaxed face. He was not even transported even if he was familiar with the road. He just pulled up and made a strong three-point shot. Durant's eyesight and hands are trying to block shot. As a result, the highly curved basketball slid between his fingers perfectly. Beep. Hey! With the end of the offensive time, the crisp net shabu sound also sounded. This is a perfect swish shot. Put it in. The commentator looked at Lin Mo who was calm on the court with disbelief. He actually made a dry three-point jumper in front of Durant, who has a 2.28-meter wingspan. Chapter 4. This is incredible. In an instant, the two commentators sighed with emotion one after another. Lin Mo's strong three-pointer just now ignores Durant's defend. Also, it seems that Lin Mo is not inferior to the number 2 player in jumping or wingspan. The most important thing is that his three-pointer at the buzzer directly helped Knicks to bite the score again. Of course. The entire Cox Arena is amazed by this ball. Oh! There are 2 brushes for this undrafted pick from the East. Lin Mo just caught the pot ball, but he can shoot three-pointers unreasonably. It's the number 2 pick to guard him, but Lin Mo doesn't seem to be disturbed at all. He is too strong. Many spectators sitting in the front row of the stadium thought it was a little weird just to recall this three-pointer. Pretty. I knew Lin could do it. Thomas and Ewing on the sidelines smiled at each other. That the interference of the second-best player named Durant is useless at all. Even the location of field goal just now can be easily handled 2 steps away. In their opinion, Lin Mo is doing shot training at such an intensity of match. On the field, Durant was obviously aroused by Lin Mo's face-to-face dry three-pointer. Supersonic offensive rounds. He decisively wants the ball to get back to the court. Reluctantly, he just jumped up outside the three-point line to prepare for a shot. A pair of big hands turned out. Directly fan the basketball in his hand back to halftime. Lin Mo again. He blocked the shot of Durant's three-point shot. The voice of the narrator obviously couldn't keep up with the progress on the court. Lin Mo, after completing the block, has already rushed to the front court to pick up basketball. Then he stopped at a position one step outside the three-point line with no one in front of him. What does Lin Mo mean? He wanted to wait for Nick's teammates to follow him. Or he wants to shoot three-pointers in this position. Even the commentary felt that the last conjecture was too outrageous. But he guessed it right. I saw Lin Mo make a slight adjustment. Kick the ball, bend the knees, raise the elbows, and pull the wrists in one go. The beautiful shot moves incidentally to cast a rainbow-like arc for basketball. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Just now, Durant, who had caught up to halftime, stopped and looked up. Hey! A three-pointer! Another perfect swish shot! Oh, my God! The narrator opened his mouth in surprise. Lin Mo hit a three-pointer again, and it was an ultra-long three-pointer at least 28 feet from the basket. Only 30 seconds after debut, Lin Mo still helped the Knicks score 6 points in 1 offense and 1 defense. At this time, the 9-point advantage that the Sonics has accumulated over a period of time is only 3 points. I don't know how the Supersonic side will respond. The two commentators quickly recovered their calm. Analyze the idea for the supersonic speed. Maybe they should slow down a little bit, and don't mess up with Lin Mo's 2 three-pointers. However, where Durant, who was B-end blocked shot, calms down, he can't wait to control the ball by himself for halftime. The result is naturally obvious. Another short minute passed. Lin Mo has helped the team to score another three-pointer, plus an assist, to overtake the score by 2 points. Durant really needs to calm down a little bit. Clang! It seems that he can't do it. Knicks got defensive rebound and passed it directly to Lin Mo, who feels hot. Lin Mo easily crossed halftime. With an angry face and eyes full of unwilling top pick Kevin Durant, who was robbed of the protagonist of the field, Kevin Durant took the initiative to defend again. This time, I won't let you make another three-pointer. Lin Mo, who had just passed mid-court logo, smiled slightly. Trash talk can't prevent him. Whoosh! Lin Mo, standing 30 feet away from the basket, takes the shot directly. The defend action that surprised Durant in front of him couldn't help but slow down for a while. The orange basketball flew across the delay. Everyone's eyes follow basketball together. Watching it descend from the highest point. Watching it fall steadily into the net nest. Hey! This moment, the entire Cox Arena seems to have been pressed the timeout button. It was silent, as if the air had solidified along with it. They were all shocked by the super long three-pointer made by Lin Mo against Durant's defend. Unbelievable! As the commentator stood up and sighed, the Cox Arena was in an uproar. Count this three-pointer! Lin Mo debuted in 1 minute and 58 seconds. Already got 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 blocked shot on 4 of 4 three-pointers. Helped Knicks go directly from behind by 9 points to now lead by 5 points. 14:0. Lin Mo led Knicks to complete an unstoppable offensive. Beep! The coach on the Sonics side could no longer sit still, and immediately shouted timeout to the referee. Arranging tactics and everything is second. Let Lin Mo, who feels hot, throw it like this. On the court, Durant is still tolerable. He doesn't know. But he, the head coach, can't stand it anymore. You have to interrupt the rhythm of Knicks' losing draft. Chapter 5. Chapter 6. This defeated draft pick from the East is simply a marksman. Hit 4 3-pointers in a row, neither Durant's defend nor the 30-foot distance can stop his fiery touch. Knicks probably didn't expect that the player who allowed them to regain the advantage of the score turned out to be him. Recalling the remarks made by Thomas and Ewing before the game, it was all of us who looked down on Lin Mo. The narrator talked dryly on the sidelines. But they couldn't stop their endless admiration. Lin, you are amazing. On the Knicks bench, the teammates were all excited high-five Lin Mo to celebrate. You completely crushed that Durant, the second best pick on offensive end. It's impossible for Durant to shoot super long 3-pointers like Lin did. Lin is the real super scorer. Although Durant, who has been hailed as the god of death 4 times in the future, is indeed worthy of his title of super scorer. But at this moment, this title deserves to be Lin Mo's. I didn't expect that I would let a sharpshooter like you sit on the bench for a whole section. Knicks Summer Union coach John stepped forward. He patted his shoulder and said, Lin, continue to show off your talent. If he put Lin Mo on the bench again. Not to mention that Thomas and Ewing on the sidelines disagree. Even he would punch himself twice. The other side. The supersonic head coach looked at Durant sitting on the bench with his head down. Adjust your mentality and don't let the momentary situation on the court disrupt your rhythm. Durant nodded and said lightly. Don't worry, coach, I won't be influenced by anyone. Jeff Green, who was sitting on the side, also patted his chest directly and promised. Leave him to me, I will guard against him from going out on the 3-point line. The timeout is over, and the players from both sides come on again. Supersonic, is this a change of defense? The gorilla Ewing laughed, then shook his head and said. Everyone is the same, they can't stop Lin Mo. Thomas nodded in agreement. The defending effect of Jeff Green looks it won't be better than Durant. Supersonic ball writes, the point guard took the ball over halftime and took the initiative to hand the ball to Durant. Durant no longer made strong shots, but chose a dribble breakthrough. He is definitely not only the official 2 meters 06 height and arm length, but also his solid dribble ability like a defender. Breakthrough, the lethality it has is different. The two commentators on the sidelines also admired. It has to be said that Durant's physical talent and his ball control are both top-notch. After all, he is the best college player in the United States, and his offensive skills are as rich as any NBA player. It was Lin Mo who defended Durant. Seeing that he chose to break through with the ball, Lin Mo didn't panic at all, but he was a little bit happy. He who possesses the talents of the physical body of the purple original, he has no solution at the defending end. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Bang bang. Durant tried to make a big crossover in front of Lin Mo. However, Lin Mo's physical talent is not inferior to him at all. With 2 long arms and his broad shoulders, he stood in front of him like a natural barrier. Think rely on dribble to shake your body? It doesn't exist at all. Durant was heartbroken and directly dribbled basketball with his left hand to his right. Then he stepped on his long legs and accelerated the ground, trying to get rid of Lin Mo with speed. Durant's first step is really fast. It looks he seems to have passed Lin Mo. However, what the narrator saw was only an illusion. Durant can get past Lin Mo. It's just that Lin Mo took the initiative to let him go. Unknowingly, Durant is still happy about it. His 3-step layup was fierce. The stretched long arms raised basketball. The Knicks insiders can't defend at all. He decided to use dunks to end this breakthrough. Snapped. However, there was a muffled sound. Directly and mercilessly, he will stop the basketball that he has not had time to instill in the future. And the strong impact brought by the intercepted figure directly hit the ground. Blocked shot. Lin Mo abruptly caught up to Durant with his speed and jumping ability. He abruptly killed Durant's dunk directly in the cradle. The narrator was a little incoherent for a while. As if everything that happened before me was a bit unreal. This is already Lin Mo's second blocked shot of Durant. While he made 4 consecutive 3-pointers, we didn't seem to notice. In fact, his defending side is equally terrifying. Lin Mo, who completed the blocked shot, did not pass basketball to the Knicks point guard. Instead, one person ran towards the front court with the ball. Jeff Green attacked decisively when he saw this scene. He said to prevent Lin Mo from shooting outside the 3-point line. No matter what way. Supersonic Jeff Green has caught up. He followed very closely. Lin Mo probably won't choose to use a 3-pointer to end the fast break this time. On the field, Lin Mo glanced at Jeff Green, who was catching up behind him. The corner of his mouth raised slightly. Do they really think I can only shoot 3-pointers? Lin Mo pretended to stop at one step outside the 3-point line. Jeff Green tried to stop his 3-pointer with a flagrant foul punt. However, the next moment Lin Mo entered the 3-point line with an explosive speed. Bang bang! Just one step into the 3-point line, he just collected the ball and took 3 steps to lay up. Jeff Green is out. Lin Mo didn't choose a 3-pointer this time. He chose to break through, and he seemed to collect the ball from a long distance. When Lin Mo's feet were on the free throw line, he jumped straight out. He wants to. The narrator stood up directly after seeing this scene. I saw Lin Mo's body as if flying in delay. Exaggerated long arms holding up basketball. In everyone's expectations, Lin Mo dunks basketball perfectly into the hoop. Boom! The strong force even made the basket started to hum. Free throw line slam dunk. The two commentators could no longer suppress. Directly raised his arms and shouted. Lin Mo actually completed a perfect free throw line slam dunk in the Summer League match. Chapter 7. This buckle directly let the entire Cox Arena boil with it come. Thomas and Ewing also stood up with the audience. Send the thunderous cheers to Lin Mo. This is crazy. Is this true? I actually witnessed a free throw line dunk. That's not right. Didn't this Dongfang lose the draft just as a 3-point shooter? Offensive and defensive, Dunk is proficient in 3 points. How did this trademark lose the election? The shock brought by Lin Mo. It's far beyond the range that language can describe. What is the best college player in the United States, a historical super scorer, and the most talented second best player? All flashed aside. This match, Lin Mo is the absolute protagonist. Lin unexpectedly has such athletic talent. Ewing swallowed in surprise, then looked at Thomas beside him. Thomas also blinked, and then said after a while. I remembered one thing, the sound we heard outside the training ground that day should have been caused by Lin Mo dunk. Ewing suddenly realized. We were so naive to think that Lin Mo was just a 3-point shooter. At the same time, Durant, who just stood up under the opposite ball rack, has just slowed down. Some surprised, watching the restless arena a little lost. Am I fainting? What happened to everyone so excited? The supersonic power forward beside him said in a desperate tone. Just now, after blocking shot of you, Lin directly completed a free throw line dunk. What? Durant couldn't believe his ears. Can he free throw line dunks? At this moment, he only felt an unreal dizziness. Upon seeing this, the off-court supersonic coach thought something was wrong with Durant. The last time out of the first half was directly called out. Is Durant so weak at this time? Lin Mo scratched his head when he walked off the field. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. He remembered that he didn't exert too much effort when he blocked the shot just now. He was afraid that he could not accept your free throw line dunk for a while. Wilson Chandler directly brought Lin Mo's even more exciting tone and said. I didn't expect that you guy has such a terrifying talent. Back to the bench. Even Coach Nix took the initiative to admire. Lin, your strength is hidden too deeply. That's right, your three-pointers are already so accurate, and you can still buckle so much. I wonder if you are pretending to be an NBA superstar. If you doubt it, don't pull my hair, brother. Lin Mo said, causing the entire Knicks bench to laugh. The other side. Durant went directly and completely into a state of autism. Jeff Green sat aside as if talking to himself. How can he not shoot a three-pointer? I also completed such a free throw line dunk in front of my bat. Fate is unpredictable. Such a tough guy on the court who has gone through heart surgery in the future will still be strong and come back. However, in the first summer league of his career, Lin Mo's performance directly left an indelible shadow in his heart. The Supersonic Summer Union coach also changed his tone and said, "The talent of this undrafted player from the East is indeed very strong, but you are also among the best rookies in this class, and your talent is definitely not worse than anyone. Regardless of the result, at least you can't give up this struggle. I don't think you guys are willing to let the first match of your professional player career leave regrets." Durant. Jeff Green. Obviously the chicken soup instilled by the coach of Summer Union at this moment. It is no longer possible to make up for the impact of Lin Mo's performance on the field. Timeout ends, and the match continues. Supersonic offense, the point guard dribbled the ball through halftime, called the pick and roll and passed the ball to Durant who was dislocated on the flanks. The defender is Chandler instead of Lin Mo. This is Durant's opportunity. After dribble swaying twice, he tried to use his most used turn jumper in college. Durant easily shook Chandler and chose to turn around for a jumper. According to the data, Durant's shooting rate during college was 47%, and the mid-range turnaround jumper was an exaggerated 65%. The commentator also hopes that Durant, the second best player on the list, can get back to his status. It seems that he should be able to make a steady hit in this shot. The stadium flanks. Durant leaped high and raised basketball above his head. The super high shot point plus the slight backwards he can't help hanging on. This ball seems to everyone to be sure of it. Boom. But Lin Mo doesn't think so. Lin Mo, not far from Durant, saw that his teammate Chandler's defense couldn't stand it, so he decisively chose to come to make up the defense. His speed is fast as fierce as the wind. His bullet speed is terrifying. And when he raised his arms and palms, it was as if a mountain lay in front of him. Durant has already shot. Basketball has started to rise. But Lin Mo just stopped the ball in delay. Delay catch cap. Even if Durant shook his opponent and completed a jump shot, Lin Mo still finished his cap. Lin Mo plays like a robber. Even if it's the second best pick, I don't want to take a shot in front of him. Chapter 8. On the offensive end, Lin Mo made 4 of 4 three-pointers and gave him a free throw line dunk. With a 100% shooting rate, he got the highest score of 14 points in the match. As for the defending side, Lin Mo is even more blocked shot Durant. From the big volleyball cap to the cruel grabbing cap 3 times. This kind of performance is simply a complete crush on the second best performer Durant. Lin Mo spent just 5 minutes. He directly performed his showtime on the stage that originally belonged to the number 5 Supersonics List I show and number 5 show. Is it reasonable to lose the draft and crush the second place in the draft plus the number 5 pick? Regardless of his unreasonableness, I'm so happy to see it anyway. From today, I am a Knicks fan. Those spectators who came to the first spot in the Cox Arena. At this moment, he has been impressed by Lin Mo's performance. Who makes Lin Mo's three-pointers so precise? Who made Lin Mo's free throw line dunk so cool? Compared to the blocked shot, the North's number 2 show Durant can't be found. Anyone would like this undrafted pick from the East more. Lin Mo dominated the entire second quarter with his destructive performance. With the end of the second match, the narrator commented directly. He is like an almighty fighter, proficient in attacking and defending. That's right. Whether in terms of actual viewing effects or statistics, Lin Mo dominated the second quarter. 8 of 8 shots scored 22 points. 6 of them were three-pointers, and the other 2 were Lin Mo's free throw line dunks and a breakthrough at the end of the quarter. In addition, Lin Mo still got 6 rebounds, 5 blocked shots, 2 assists and 1 steal. You know, the single period of Xiaolian match is only 10 minutes. In other words, Lin Mo got 22 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 super comprehensive data in 10 minutes. Nick's lead was expanded to a full 19 points in one fell swoop. The match in this second quarter is simply fantastic. Lin Mo turned this match into a supersonic slaughter by himself. Second pick Durant. Fifth pick Jeff Green. They were completely crushed by Lin Mo, a losing pick from the East. Lin Mo is the most shining star on the field today. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Summer United's midcourt rest time is only 10 minutes. So the players of both teams did not go back to the locker room but sat on the bench to rest. Coach Nick's Summer Union offered Lin Mo a bottle of water and said, "Thank you, Linear." "Thank you, coach." Lin Mo smiled slightly, and began to slurp and drink after taking it. Seeing Lin Mo's relaxed look, he couldn't help but exclaimed, "Lin, after such a whole section, why don't you look tired at all? What's so tiring about this?" Lin Mo asked directly. "No way. A section of match strength of this kind of match. With Atsushi Shiera's superhuman physical talent, he didn't sweat at all. But don't worry, coach, since you have said so, I will rest as soon as possible in the third quarter later." Yep. Coach Nick's Summer United failed to understand Lin Mo's meaning for a while. The mid-court break soon ended. The third quarter match begins. What surprised Lin Mo was that the supersonic Durant and Jeff Green did not choose to sit off the court, but insisted on continuing to stand on the court. Very good, commendable courage. But this will not affect Lin Mo's arrangement in the slightest. He said that he would leave the court as soon as possible in the third quarter, so that the situation on the court would not be left in the slightest. Nick's offensive round. After the point guard dribbled the ball through halftime, Lin Mo, who had a chance standing outside the three-point line on the wing, directly stretched out his hand for the ball. The former naturally delivered ammunition directly and quite cooperatively. Outside the three-point line, hand up and down. Lin Mo's second half hit a three-pointer directly. Because this three-pointer is neither a super long three-pointer nor a strong shot, even the voice of the commentator seems to be relatively calm. Come back. On the Sonics side, Durant and Jeff Green both passed the ball, and these second-year players seemed to have a stable mind and scored 2 points steadily, but this situation is just the lingering breath of the Sonics. Just 5 minutes after the third quarter, Lin Mo went straight to rest. In these 5 minutes, Lin Mo scored 10 points just like cutting melons and vegetables, and also got 2 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 blocked shot at the same time. As for the scores of the two teams, it has been expanded by a desperate 28 points. Lin Mo was sitting on the bench, and the head coach of Nick's Summer United finally understood what he said just now. In the following time, match completely entered the garbage time. The narrator was also a little uncomfortable for a while, and after Lin Mo's end, he looked at the match, and he felt that he could not be refreshed. The bench seat on the supersonic side. The head coach has gone from being triumphant before the start of the game to being frowning now. Durant and Jeff Green both dropped their heads and entered the mode of doubting life. Some players even looked at the court with their eyes open, as if they had not recovered from Lin Mo's performance. As for the bench on Nick's side, it has become a party scene with Lin Mo as the protagonist. The teammates enthusiastically helped Lin Mo recall every goal he made on the court, and even made gestures to imitate when he was excited. With the sound of the end sounded, the whole match ended. Knicks 89-69 Supersonic. Let us congratulate the Knicks for their first victory in the Summer League with a huge 20-point lead over the Sonics. I have to say, this is really a hearty match. Especially Lin Mo from Knicks. He played for 15 minutes and scored 32 points plus 8 rebounds plus 3 assists plus 5 blocked shots plus 1 steal. Let's shout together, because what we are witnessing today is perhaps the craziest undrafted performance in history. Chapter 9. Interview after the game. The reporter found Thomas and Ewing again. I know Lin Mo can do it, he undoubtedly dominates tonight's match. Lin's performance is really amazing, his performance on the court is simply like an all-around fighter. Thomas is not as excited as Ewing, but his eyes can no longer conceal his appreciation of Lin Mo. Of course, I will continue to stay in Las Vegas and watch Lin Mo lead Knicks to the championship. This statement came out. The media reporters directly smelled the headlines, and hurriedly lowered their heads to record this rhetoric from the league star, the head coach and general manager of Knicks. On the field, there were far more journalists surrounding Lin Mo than the two famous figures. Lin, congratulations on your victory in this match. In this match, you got 32 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 data in only 15 minutes. Can you tell me how you did this? I just play on the court to help the team win. These statistics are just a natural result. Your performance in this match can be called a dominant level. Does this have anything to do with the motivation of the talented number 5 pick of the Sonics? No. Although I am a failed draft pick, my bad talent is definitely not worse than anyone else. No matter who my opponent is, I will win the match. Answer very confidently. And no one wants to deny Lin Mo. After the interview session was over, several news items were published directly on the homepage of ESPN Media. Thomas Ewing watched the game from the sidelines. Knicks beat the Sonics by 20 points. 32 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1, Dongfang loses the draft to rule the match. Fen shot super long 3-pointer, horrible free throw line dunk. Media portals that had suffered a lot of traffic drop due to the long grass period of the off-season. But because of these you see headline party-like news, come on. What the hell, the editor took the wrong medicine. That 32 stats shouldn't be playing time. When thousands of fans clicked in these news details with suspicion. Bang bang bang. Crazy slap in the face. This is so outrageous. This guy actually scored 32 points in just 15 minutes, and also hit a full 8 3-pointers. What's even more frightening is that this guy also blocked shot of Durant, the second place in the list, and then came a free throw line slam dunk in front of Jeff Green. I only have one question right now, is this monster a loser? Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. The same question. It is also issued in the offices of many NBA teams. After the team managers saw the news, they directly doubted their lives and threw the problem to the scouts they hired. Of course. The New York Knicks is an exception. Their general manager is also the team's head coach, Isaiah Thomas, and he has just watched Lin Mo's performance on the spot in Las Vegas. With an extremely excited mood, he directly told the Knicks boss the news. Dolan, listen to me, I found a treasure. July 9, U.S. time. The Knicks ushered in their second match in the Summer United. The opponents were selected with the number 1 pick this year to the Portland Trail Blazers, known as the next great U.S. center, the Great Odin. Compared with the previous match against Supersonics, the attention of this match is obviously higher. The Mark Center Arena, which is comparable to the NBA Arena, was full of spectators on the eve of the game. And the noisy and lively scene of thousands of fans, as if this is a real NBA match. We can see that Thomas and Ewing are on the sidelines again. The narrator introduced the warm-up of the match. It seems that many professional scouts from teams have also come to today's match scene. Of course, I think everyone can guess that they came for that player. The director of the arena was also very cooperative and gave the shots to Lin Mo, who was warming up on the field. He immediately appeared on the big screen above the arena. Suddenly, many fans on the scene cheered come. Lin Mo also noticed the enthusiasm from the audience in the arena. Standing on the mid-court logo, he is doing warm-up training with both hands holding the ball. Immediately stop the movement in his hand. Then hold a basketball in your hand. Just a slight adjustment. Then he directly made his textbook-like shot action. Whoosh! Basketball spun out quickly. Draw a perfect parabola in delay. Hey! Steady hit! Lin Mo immediately blew his hands and smiled towards the camera in greeting. The audience directly gave Lin Mo with more enthusiastic cheers. Oh! Does Lin Mo's blowing hand mean that his hand feels hot? The narrator couldn't help but smile when he saw it. I have to say that his 3-point logo directly mobilized all the audience's enthusiasm. Here it is. On the field, Trailblazers players warm up the area. The great Odin looked at Lin Mo, who attracted the attention of the audience, and a faint dissatisfaction flashed in his eyes. He vented his emotions with a strong dunk. The coach of Trailblazers Summer Union stepped up to him and said, Odin, relax, as long as you control your flagrant foul, you will be unstoppable in the match. Odin clenched his fists and nodded. I understand, coach, I am bound to win this match. Chapter 10. As the number 1 pick, Odin's Xiaolian debut was not ideal. And Lin Mo, who played a dominant performance against Durant, the number 2 pick, has become the most eye-catching player of this year's Gambling City Summer United. After all, whether it is his background from the East or the identity of his losing the draft, people are full of expectations for his future performance. But Odin doesn't have so many thoughts about Lin Mo. He just wants to pass today's match. Rectify his status as the champion. Odin, don't worry. Aldridge patted Odin on the shoulder and said. When you win the match, the media and fans will see your true talent. Odin nodded excitedly. Come on, let's win the match together. It looks like Odin, Trailblazers' top pick, is coming aggressively. The narrator commented after seeing this scene. But we really can't ignore Knicks' today's opponent Trailblazers. After all, their lineup is much stronger than the Sonics in terms of talent and strength. Moreover, Odin's performance in the last number 1 overall show was not ideal, and he will definitely make adjustments in time. The warm-up ended soon, and the starting players from both sides stood on the court. The Trailblazers is undoubtedly led by Odin and Aldridge as the starting team. As for Knicks, Lin Mo was directly put on the starting lineup. To this, everyone agrees that coach Knicks Summer Union made the right choice. I don't know if Lin Mo, who entered the starting lineup, can reproduce the wonderful performance of the previous game in the face of the menacing Odin and Aldridge. Between the narrator's words, the center players on both sides stand on the jump ball in the center line, with the main referee throwing the ball high. Odin directly used the bounce speed and bounce height of the Knicks Summer Union center to easily assign basketball to his point guard. I have to admit that Odin's talent is really enviable. It's no wonder that many experts have placed high hopes on him for the next great American center. At least in terms of talent, he is absolutely qualified. The commentator's remarks also aroused the approval of the scouts on the sidelines. If they have the number 1 pick in this year's draft, of course they will undoubtedly pick Odin like the Trailblazers. It is a pity that they have no such luck. So they can only focus on Lin Mo. He is a loser and only has a summer union with Knicks. The future is not yet determined. Back to match. After the Trailblazers point guard took the ball through halftime, he directly followed the coach's instructions before the game to start a battle of positions. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Inside, Aldridge took the lead to get a good position, and the point guard naturally passed without hesitation. Aldridge was the number 2 pick in 2006. With his outstanding performance, he was selected for the league's best rookie team last year. And with a height of 2.11 meters, a wingspan of 2.25 meters, and a weight of 108 kilograms, he is very good at defending, and his turnover jumper is his skill. The narrator briefly introduced some materials to the audience. Aldridge has already shook Knicks' power forward directly with a very confusing feint. Then he was ready to use his iconic turnover jumper to end the Trailblazers' first offense. Boom! It's a pity that Lin Mo on the side has already caught sight of him. He directly fanned basketball back to halftime with an unreasonable volleyball hat. Lin Mo's defend is suffocating. Looks Aldrich was very unlucky to experience the feeling of Durant 2 days ago in the opening game. As Chandler picked up basketball and rushed to the front court, Lin Mo also hurriedly followed up. Chandler was very cooperative in throwing basketball to delay. Then Lin Mo, who leaped over, caught basketball with his palm that covered the sky. Then bombed the basket like a mad shark into the sea. The basket is crazy tremor. This momentum alone makes people feel flustered. Lin Mo didn't choose a three-pointer but chose an empty pick dunk. Is his move like this challenging the Trailblazers inside Twin Towers? That's right. The narrator really guessed it right. Lin Mo does have such plans. Defeat them in the way they do best, and convince them that they lose. This is what Lin Mo said to Chandler before the game. The Trailblazers attacked. They still chose to fall into position, but the point guard was not in a hurry to pass, but commanded the team to run for a while, and finally fell into the hands of Odin. Odin's position is not deep enough. And the player defending him also became Lin Mo in the change of defense. But this does not affect his intention to attack. Odin just started its chiseling. The commentator's eyes lit up. Is Odin planning to use his power to single Lin Mo in the opening game? Be honest. According to the paper data, Odin, who is 2.13 meters tall and weighs 2 kilograms, hits 2.06 meters, and Lin Mo, who weighs 106 kilograms, is indeed a complete dislocation. And the weight difference of more than 10 kilograms made many scouts on the court shook their heads. Odin is not Durant, Lin Mo should be unstoppable. However, the situation on the court does not seem to be as they expected. Bang! Bang! Odin dribble tried to push Lin Mo with strength, but Lin Mo was as solid as a concrete wall. Don't move! Feeling Odin's painless backstrike force, Lin Mo immediately questioned Odin. That's it? You just tried a little bit. Chapter 11. Odin has always been able to win easily with strength. This is the first time I have encountered such a situation. He couldn't shake Lin Mo's defend at all in the confrontation. And Lin Mo's words hit his self-esteem like a sharp sword. My dignified champion. Rated by countless scouts as the best wizard seen in 20 years. Even so that such a failed draft pick ridiculed. Odin immediately joined the ball with his crossarm. No longer use back body skills. Prepare to directly push Lin Mo abruptly with his arms. Boom. Oh. Odin's resistance is too strong. Although Odin's body physique is far superior to ordinary players, his last match was because of too many attacks, and got into trouble with flagrant foul. The narrator's analysis is accurate. But his worry is completely unnecessary. Because Lin Mo, who defended him, even in the face of such an intense confrontation, still standing there still. Lin Mo can still resist Odin abruptly. Now the commentator can't sit still. And Odin on the court was even more panicked. Originally, his inside skills were not particularly superb. In addition, now he is completely stuck by Lin Mo. If he drags on, the team's offensive time will be exhausted. It seems that Odin finally chose a small hook shot to turn around. You know, Odin has a wingspan of 2.24 meters, a standing height of 2.84 meters, and a jump of 81 centimeters on the spot. As a center, he can have such a body physical condition coupled with athletic ability, it is almost unstoppable to shoot inside. Bang! However, Lin Mo does not approve it. Lin Mo directly jumped up at the speed no less than Odin's, and then took his basketball shot directly into his hands. When the lens captures the details, you can clearly see the two people at the moment on the big screen on the court. On the big screen, Lin Mo and Odin's shoulders are almost at the same height, but Lin Mo's arms are a bit longer than Odin. My bad day. Lin Mo was blocked shot center in the confrontation of positional warfare. The narrator almost broke the voice. And this center is Odin, the champion chosen by Trailblazers in this year's NBA draft. We can even see from the big screen that Lin Mo's wingspan even surpasses Odin. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. After completing the blocked shot against Odin, Lin Mo passed the ball directly to Chandler. Chandler rushed to the front court, but the Trailblazers followed up in time and did not make a call. They simply passed it to Lin Mo, who had just arrived outside the three-point line. Trailblazers' Aldridge has been closely following Lin Mo. It seems that it is difficult for him to make a three-pointer. In fact, it's not impossible for Lin Mo to take a three-pointer. But he thought of a more interesting way to end. There is no pause. Lin Mo chose to continue to go inside, ready to break through to the basket. Aldridge tried his best to follow Lin Mo. This ball is for his brother Odin. It is also to help the team regain some momentum. What he said must be guarded. Lin Mo didn't get rid of Aldridge's defend. To be honest, Lin Mo's choice is not ideal, he is almost lay up with Aldridge. Isaiah Thomas off the court also shook his head. Lin was a bit too impulsive with this goal, and most of his attacking this time is also going to. Before he finished speaking, Ewing beside him stood up with his head in both hands. Come. WTF. What kind of trick is Lin Mo? I saw Lin Mo on the field. Almost went flying towards the basket with Aldridge. He directly backed the basketball that was supposed to be thrown from the right hand behind his back. Then proceed with an incredible angle and power. He pulled basketball out of his back. Then he flew over the heads of Lin Mo and Aldridge. Boom. Hey. Hit the board. 2 points are valid. 4-0. When Aldridge landed. He is still waiting for the referee to come over and blow Lin Mo's walk. Because he thinks Lin Mo, who has successfully defended himself this time, is afraid to make a move. Of course. All he was waiting for was cheers and boiling from the audience. My bad God. Can this way of shooting also score goals? If I'm not mistaken, Lin Mo is a hook shot from behind for a layup. Wife, you slapped me twice, am I dreaming? You are indeed dreaming. When did you have a wife? When the goal was played back on the big screen above the center of the arena, Aldridge directly showed the expression of doubting life. Lin Mo is like a blind box full of miracles. The narrator yelled. And Aldridge used his best to defend and opened the hook shot behind Lin Mo's amazing skills for a layup. This makes sense. Cultural people are different. Lin Mo on the court smiled slightly after hearing it. In fact, this ball was not invented out of thin air. This is Kuroko's basketball. Aomine cast an iconic formless shot under Vulcan's My Bad Defend. Chapter 12. The match only started for less than a minute. Lin Mo has already blown up the audience with crazy performance. Although Aldridge of Trailblazers and the Great Arden are a little confused. But the match still has to continue. The Trailblazers began to try to exert their strength from the outside, but unfortunately, a long two-pointer came out. And when people think that Trailblazers inside the Twin Towers, at least when the rebounds can be protected steadily between two people, a taller and faster figure stretched out his long arm that seemed to be able to grab everything. Unreasonably put the rebound into the bag. Knicks fight back. Chandler rushed to the front court, and Lin Mo also used a fairly accurate pass to securely get an assist. 6:0. Lin Mo abruptly grabbed the rebound from the head of the Trailblazers inside Twin Towers. And he also quite selflessly passed the fast break opportunity to Chandler. The narrator said with admiring eyes. Lin Mo still showed his unmatched all-around strength in this match. When a player can defend from the first position to the fifth position, and then shot from 30 feet away to the free throw line dunks, more importantly, he also knows how to share the ball to connect teammates. Such a player reminds people of the league's small and medium Emperor James. But the shot ability that Lin Mo possesses is by no means what James now possesses. Otherwise, he would not be targeted by the Spurs team's defend, which led to the final defeat. The 10 minutes of the first match ended unconsciously. Aldridge, who performed well in the last game, only scored 4 points and 2 rebounds in the first quarter of the match. As for the famous champion Lang Odin, he only scored 6 points and 3 rebounds on 3 of 10 shots in the first quarter. This time there is no flagrant foul problem, but turnover has accumulated 5 directly. And such a tragedy was naturally brewed by Lin Mo. Looking back at Lin Mo. In 10 minutes of playing time in the first quarter, he scored 18 points on 8 of 9 shots, including 2 shots and 2 shots without any false shots. In addition, he also gained 7 rebounds and 5 assists for block 1 steal. Get 18 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 in 10 minutes. The narrator looked at the statistics and exclaimed. Until now, each of his individual stats is the highest in the game. What is Almighty? This trademark is called Almighty. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Even if the opponent is the second-year pick and number 1 pick? Just as dry. Seeing that it has been more than 10 years behind. The coach of Trailblazers Summer Union is not good. It's not that he played a good hand in a sloppy hand. This opponent is obviously holding a card that is crazier than his big and small kings. Actually, your match flagrant foul control is pretty good. Odin. Everyone can hear it, and this is pure comfort. For Odin, he would rather have 5 flagrant foul than the current 5 turnover. My bad boy. Lin Mo's match is even more exaggerated than the match on the field. Isn't it? Last time it was the number 1 pick and number 5 show, this time it was the number 1 pick and number 2 show. Lin Mo's performance in the Xiaolian match is like a historical supergiant, no one can stop it. I announce that the summer league in this gambling city is over. The enthusiasm of the fans on the sidelines has never ceased since Lin Mo started. As for the scouts, they have already started calling their bosses to report. Lin Mo's performance in this festival is completely enough. The second quarter match started soon. Coach Nix continues to appear under Lin Mo's application. Lin Mo does not intend to keep this match too suspenseful. At 4 minutes and 38 seconds in the second quarter, Lin Mo directly used a face shot Aldridge's super high arc 3-pointer. Increased his number of 3-pointers in this match to 5. The team's advantage directly expanded to 21 points. He also rested afterwards. At 14 minutes and 38 seconds, Lin Mo's final stats were 31 points, 9 rebounds and 7 assists 5 blocked shot 1 steal. 30 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, Lin Mo continued his 30-plus performance again, and even filled the statistics panel. The narrator directly said without checking the information. I think Lin Mo's statistics today not only set the record of this year's Summer Union, but may even break all previous records of Summer Union. The match afterwards. Because of Lin Mo's end, everything has returned to the appearance of a rookie pecking each other. If it weren't for the Trailblazers for failing to take down Odin and Aldridge, they could still contribute 2 wonderful goals from time to time. I'm afraid all the spectators in the Mark Center Arena will have to go to sleep. Finally, at the end of the full match, the New York Knicks beat the Portland Trail Blazers by 18 points. Summer Lien 2 winning streak. After the game, as soon as the interviewing media reporter walked away, Lin Mo was surrounded by a group of big guys on his back foot. They are not others, but the scouts of the teams who have long been unable to restrain their excitement. Lin, I'm Moss from Philadelphia. This is my bad business card. Lin, I'm from the Sacramento Kings team, our team is very interested in you. The chattering scramble. Lin Mo's head is big. However, just when he didn't know how to refuse to flee the scene, a small figure walked out of the crowd with a strong aura. He is Isaiah Thomas. Once a famous smiling assassin in the league, now the general manager and head coach of Knicks. Sorry, please come back, everyone. Lin Mo will not accept anyone's invitation for the time being, because he is still a member of our Knicks. Chapter 13. In the player channel. Thomas looked at Lin Mo with admiration in his eyes and said, Lin, I really didn't expect you to have such a superior performance in Xiaolian. Thank you for helping me escape from those scouts, Thomas. Lin Mo smiled slightly, he knew what Thomas wanted to say next. It should be, after all, you are still our Knicks Summer Union player. Thomas paused, then continued. Of course, I also hope that you can understand my appreciation for your talent and strength, and I will try my best to provide you with the conditions of not losing to any team from Dolan. Yep. Lin Mo nodded, then changed the conversation. My goal now is to help Knicks win the Summer United Championship. As for other things, I'll talk about it later. For Lin Mo's attitude. In fact, Thomas still agrees very much. At least this proves. Lin Mo is a 100% dedicated player. At the same time, on the ESPN basketball official website portal, Knicks led by Lin Mo once again slaughtered the page. Knicks beat Trail Blazers by 18 points and won the Xiaolian 2 winning streak. Lin Mo loses the draft and cuts another 30+, and the second place in the top picks becomes the background board. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 blocked shot, 1 steal. Comprehensive data refresh the history of Summer United. This time, netizens from thousands of countries don't follow routines, just start playing. My bad Jesus. Lin Mo is the unsolvable existence of the Summer League. 31 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1 in less than 15 minutes. Lin Mo is not playing basketball, this is a massacre. What about rejuvenating the glory of the center of the United States? What about the Wizards, a talent that is once in 20 years? The champion Lang Odin is too weak. Come on, I now doubt whether Odin was blown up by the media. Didn't you see how Lin Mo hit him in this ball? These are not important. Didn't you guys notice the hook shot layup behind the magical skill in the opening? Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Of course, that kind of ball is a well-deserved top 10 ball even if it is put in the NBA main game. Be bold, it's not impossible to score the 50th best of the season. Before you know it, the 2007 rookies who should have attracted the attention of thousands of fans in the country, all were taken away by Lin Mo, a loser from the East with 2 matches. Of course, a flower grower on the other side of the ocean. Because this Summer United has the participation of the national team, many fans are very concerned about the relevant news. At that time, although the national team had 2 players including Space Yi and Sun Yu, they were still too weak, and even before the match started, the fans could foresee the team's failure. However, in this low mood of defeat, the news about the Knicks team's defeat in the East brought a ray of light to everyone. Damn! That Lin Mo from Knicks abused the champion again. I got 31 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1 data in less than 15 minutes. Is this an all-star to abuse food? In this game, Lin Mo created a lot of famous scenes, such as 2 consecutive blocked shots of Aldridge and Odin, and an exaggerated hook shot layup from behind. I really didn't expect that someday our basketball players who grow flowers will also wreak havoc in the United States. With the heated discussion of the fans, it became louder and louder. At that time, people in the sports section of the domestic first-line portal site, The Old Wave, smelled the enthusiasm. Chen Tong, the editor-in-chief of the section, immediately contacted the person in charge and put forward a request to broadcast the U.S. Summer League. Of course, given the network conditions and equipment limitations at that time, the actual situation of the broadcast was actually a live broadcast of pictures and texts. We didn't even broadcast the match of the national team. Instead, we broadcast the match of the Knicks in New York, which has nothing to do with it. The person in charge asked puzzledly. It doesn't matter, Everyone knows how the national team matches, but the New York Knicks are different. Chen Tong immediately retorted, Lin Mo, as a failed draft pick from Planting Flowers, has surpassed everyone in the Summer League. Being able to broadcast his match is not only what the domestic fans expect, but also to us. The Lang Sports section is immediately advantageous. After Chen Tong analyzed various pros and cons with his cutting-edge eyes, the person in charge finally chose to accept his proposal. Well, contact the relevant NBA people immediately, and do everything possible to complete the preparation for the graphic broadcast of the New York Knicks Summer Union team as soon as possible. Such a resolute arrangement, compared with the previous Life and Old Wave that directly used a meal operation to cool the platform, if Lin Mo knew about it, he would be very surprised. Who would have thought, Lin Mo's 2 matches across the ocean have directly become butterfly wings that will spur future changes. According to the rules of the Summer Union of Casinos, each team's first 3 matches will be awarded the corresponding points ranking. Then there was a series of tournaments to determine the top 8, the top 4 and the final champion. The Knicks' third match was against the Wizards team with Nick Young and Seijūrō Yang. In this match, Yang Seijūrō was very good in showing the singles king style of he is strong, I'm Nick Yang. He scored 13 points on 6 of 19 shots in the match, and his shooting percentage has just reached 30%. As for the number of assists, it is one that is welcome. After the game, even the coach of the Wizards team expressed silence on Yang Seijūrō's excellent performance. There is no harm without comparison. In this match, Lin Mo undoubtedly continued his performance as a versatile fighter. The match made 15 of 18 shots, 7 of 8 3 points, 4 of free throw 4, 41 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists, 3 block. 83% of the hit rate got 40+ points. The narrator stood up directly at the end of the audience to congratulate. Lin Mo is like a Barrett sniper rifle, every shot will bring a fatal blow to the opponent. At the same time, let us congratulate the Knicks team for successfully winning the Seoul 3 winning streak. They will directly enter the second round of tournament as the number 1 seed. Chapter 14. U.S. Time, July 12. The second round of the Las Vegas Summer League tournament officially kicked off. The No. 1 to 8 seeds of Summer United will match the No. 9 to 24 seeds, and the winner will enter the quarter-finals. And in a university classroom on the other side of the ocean, many male students also learned about this competition system through the live broadcast of Old Wave Sports. Just yesterday, Old Wave Sports officially announced that it will broadcast the next Summer League of the New York Knicks team. Once the news was released, it caused a sensation among basketball fans on the internet. Among them are many students who are going to university, leaving the dormitory early and coming to the classroom, but they are not for learning. They are all sitting neatly in the back and corners of the classroom, holding a series of fashionable smartphones such as Nokia N95 and 2s and 3s, rubbing the campus network, and waiting for the live broadcast of the Old Wave Sports. The 2 sides of the match are the New York Knicks vs Celtics. Seeing the text flashing on the small screen, the mood of these students was inexplicably agitated. It is worth mentioning that Celtics is the 3rd seed of this Summer United. Rajon Rondo was the 21st overall pick in the first round last year and was selected to the second rookie lineup of last season. Array. The most obvious feature of him is that he is only 1.85 meters tall, but his wingspan is a terrifying 2.13 meters. Therefore, he has very good ability in ball control, assist and even rebounding. Celtics can get the 3rd seed position. Of course, it is also under the leadership of the young Long. United States, Casino, Cox Arena. After introducing the information of both teams, the on-site commentator also put forward his opinions on the match. Although Celtics don't want the Knicks team's previous opponents to be as full of talent, but their strength is more balanced, especially for point guards like Rajon Rondo, who has a year of NBA experience. If the tactics are properly arranged, their actual combat the power is definitely not lower than any team. Celtics Summer Union coach thinks the same way. He knows that Nick's style is dominated by the all-around Lin Mo. But he firmly believes that Celtics is in the series of Rondo, the whole team can burst, the power is not weak. Of course. All the true chapters must be seen on the court after all. Quickly. The starting players of both sides appeared. Knicks is the same, Lin Mo and Chandler. On the Celtics side, Midwinter plus Big Baby Glenn Davis. Jump ball link. Knicks gets the ball. After Chandler dribble over halftime, Lin Mo, who followed closely behind him, has already flanked. The ammunition is quickly loaded into place. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Whoosh. I saw basketball draw a beautiful arc in delay. Hey! A steady three-pointer hit. There is no solution. This attack is in the text description of the old Wave graphic live broadcast. Lin Mo finished this three-pointer like a written script. Suddenly, many university classrooms and even office buildings burst into cheers. Damn! It's unreasonable to shoot three-pointers when you come up. Is Lin Mo planning to use full firepower and not leave Celtics alive? Too fierce. With Lin Mo's three-pointer shooting rate, basically passing him is to brush assist. Chandler liked your statement. Celtics offensive round. Long guides the ball to the outside of the three-point line calmly. Of course. He wouldn't use a three-pointer to answer an answer ball. First, he didn't have this strength, but he didn't need it. After seeing him stretch out a fancy gesture, Celtics players started tactics. Power forward brought up the pick and roll, small forward flanked outside the three-point line, and the shooting guard slipped to the bottom line. After the dazzling tactics, Rondo's accurate pass like a scalpel magically arrived in the hands of the big insider Glenn Davis. The latter directly faced Knicks, who was 20 kilograms lighter than him. Although Glenn Davis's weight is a bit overweight compared to his body size, I have to admit that this also gives him an unstoppable lethality in the interior. The narrator just finished speaking. I saw a black shadow flying out from behind Davis. That black shadow was like a soldier from the sky. Boom! Directly let Davis' shot hit the rebound in advance. Pegboard big hat. This feat directly caused Ewing on the sidelines to shout, "Come! Nice shot! It's the blocked shot like this to be happy." Ewing, who ranked 6th in the total block rankings in NBA history, praised Ewing, who once sent 30 blocks in 7 final games. This is definitely the highest praise for Lin Mo block. However, Lin Mo's performance did not stop. After he accepted basketball, he ran all the way to the front court. Director Long followed closely behind with his rather impressive speed, and his long arms no less than Lin Mo were always nervous, ready to break Lin Mo at any time. Lin Mo smiled as he looked at him. Young Director Takashi, do you know what kind of experience a three-point shot is like? Just past the mid-court logo, Lin Mo, who was 29 feet outside the three-point line of the wing, stopped the ball directly. Then under Rondo's unbelievable gaze, and under the interference of almost closing his eyes, completed a super long three-pointer shot. When basketball was still dancing and spinning in delay, Lin Mo had already turned around and left. What's the situation? Don't Lin Mo need to determine the final result of this ball? Director Long widened his eyes and looked towards the basket. Just right. Basketball swish through in orange. Steady hit. The three-pointer is right. You can do whatever you want. Chapter 15. Lin Mo is so confident in this shot. The commentator sitting on the sidelines couldn't help but exclaimed, maybe this is the power of the marksman. The moment he shoots, he already knows whether he hits or not. The young long director on the field looked quite ugly at this time. Because last season, his three-point shooting percentage was only a poor 20.7%. He worked hard to get a three-pointer when his opponent was completely empty. But Lin Mo is in front of him. Under his strict guard. Throw the ball in easily. And Lin Mo turned around and left even before he scored a goal. If there is a lens that can give you the face of the director at this moment, we'll find that. His eyes were full of anger, and there was even a hint of envy in the deepest part of his anger. Come back. Celtics offensive round. Rondo was standing outside the three-point line, and the defender happened to be Lin Mo. Although Lin Mo made a confident turn back with Rondo's defend in the last round, I think Rondo should still help the team in the way he is best. I have to say that the narrator has a good understanding of Rondo. Rondo only made some simple dribbles, and then passed basketball with a big wave to the outside of the three-point line, who just got rid of Chandler's defending Green Army shooting guard. The latter kicked off the knife outside the three-point line. Hey! Steady hit! Celtics responded with a three-pointer from Knicks. The narrator nodded and agreed. It seems that Celtics' patience and cooperation are still effective. The coach of the Green Army off the court is also very satisfied. That's right, this is how to win the match through efficient tactical execution. As for the audience in the arena, although I feel that the Green Army's offensive method is not as hardy as Lin Mo's, but they also have to admit, Rondo, the point guard, is indeed competent. And the pass of the Green Army is indeed very disciplined. It's useless for you to provoke me, Rondo said lightly to Lin Mo when he returned to defense. I will defeat you in the way I do best. Yab. Lin Mo smiled and shook his head. This is a bit familiar. But Lin Mo also had to like it. At least the young Long coaches in terms of business quotient and overall situation has already begun to take shape of the future stadium commander who is strategizing. After all, in the 07-08 season, Rondo will follow Green Kai into the final to win the championship. In that case, read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Lin Mo frowned slightly. It seems that he hasn't experienced Tetsuya Kuroko's natural ability. After receiving the pass of the team point guard, he looked directly at the director Long with sharp eyes and said, "Then let's take a trick." "Stop talking." Long's guidance narrowed his eyes. "What do you mean? He has to shoot three-pointers?" Rondo immediately put him in front of him, and the defender was very tough. It would not cause flagrant foul, but it would not allow Lin Mo to have space to shoot. However, he thinks too much. Whoosh! This is not the voice of Lin Mo. But the basketball in his hands has disappeared. Lin Mo didn't choose his best three-pointer. The narrator saw the clue, and then hurriedly broadcasted a report to the audience. It's pass. The moment Lin Mo came up on Rondo's defense, the basketball in his hand was passed to the center of the inside like a ghost. Boom! As the Xiaolian center completed dunk inside, the audience realized Lin Mo's second pass. This pass is too weird. I thought Lin Mo was going to shoot a three-pointer, but the ball went to the inside in the blink of an eye. Look at the look of Rondo who guards him, he seems to be unaware of Lin Mo's pass just like us. Is this the stadium magician? Lin Mo is literally teasing the audience and his opponents. On the field, the mentality that Rondo had just adjusted now is completely unsettling. What's the situation? Obviously his three-pointers are so accurate, how can the pass be so sharp? Celtics also because of Rondo's anxiety, the offensive round was rashly ended with a strike. Don't worry, Rondo. Be steady and organize the attack slowly. Lvgai's Xiaolian coach loudly reminded Rondo on the field. But facing Lin Mo who was attacking with the ball, Rondo could not hear any sound. Lin Mo was not panicked and dissatisfied, looking for opportunities outside the three-point line as if strolling leisurely. Rondo also opened his long arms that didn't match his body, while defending Lin Mo with all his strength. His eyes are staring at basketball. Say what? He won't let Lin Mo easily pass in front of him this time. This is his dignity as a point guard. Lin Mo is about to launch an attack. He rarely chose a large crossover, but he didn't seem to get rid of Rondo in terms of effect. And it seems that Rondo is ready to reach out for the ball. You know, Rondo, who has a full wingspan of 2.23 meters, averaged a steal per game last season, ranking 11th in the league. Even Isaiah Thomas, who was off the court, couldn't help shaking his head after seeing this scene. The center of gravity is not lowered. Most of Lin Mo's possession of the ball this time is about to be broken by Rondo. But just when everyone thought Lin Mo was going to be stealed, his wrist flicked. Directly fly the basketball in his hand from Rondo's side at a super high-speed spinning state. Bang! Basketball is extremely fast. What the lens captures is only an orange afterimage. Next moment, what you can see is that Chandler, who made the cut in the bottom line, received the ball smoothly. Then easily complete the finger roll hit. It's actually spread out. The narrator didn't respond for a while. And Rondo on the court turned his head in despair and looked at basketball, which had slipped off the net. Just this one ball. He was crushed by Lin Mo. Because Rondo saw the intention of pass. But it can't keep up with the speed of pass at all. Chapter 16. Lin Mo's pass is simply too sharp. The narrator thought Lin Mo was omnipotent enough. But he can always surprise people. He really explained everything a star can do on the court with practical actions. Those scouts who watched the game off the court hurriedly conveyed the news to the team. It's incredible, Lin Mo still has such a familiar pass skill. Trust me, boss, as long as we can win Lin Mo, our team will definitely undergo a radical change. There is no need to hesitate at all. If we can't take him down, it will cost us. As for Thomas and Ewing, the two big bosses chatted leisurely at this moment. Thomas, I start now. I am a little envious of you. With players like Lin Mo, Knicks will rise next season. If Lin Mo stayed in the team, it would be natural, but now I don't know what he thinks. He said he only wants to win the Summer United. So, at least it proves that Lin Mo is a player with a clear goal and no distraction. I think so too. The ending of this tournament has been very obvious since Lin Mo showed his past talent. At the end of the first quarter, Rondo used assist 4 times to help Celtics set the score at 24 points. But Knicks scored 40 points directly with the help of Lin Mo with 18 points, 6 rebounds and 7 assists. After playing in the second quarter, Lin Mo even upheld the principle of no overtime. Play for 7 minutes. While scoring 21 points on the offensive end, he gave his teammates 5 wonderful assists. On the defense side, he picked up 5 rebounds steadily, and the poor young Akashi guided 2 times with a blocked shot. When Lin Mo got off the court, his statistics were pretty scary. Playing time is 17 minutes. Shot 16 of 20 shots, 7 of 10 3-pointers, 39 points, 11 rebounds and 12 assists, 2 blocked shot triple-doubles. When Lin Mo took a break, the audience even shouted the voice of MVP in unison. Such a scene. It made the Celtics team feel particularly embarrassed. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. No way. Who told them to be 23 points behind before the end of the first half? In the subsequent match time, although Director Long recovered a bit of form after Lin Mo was off the court, but the mentality of his teammates has collapsed. No matter how accurate his pass is, how good it is, what they got was just a tinkering iron symphony. The narrator yawned boredly, and then commented a little ridiculously. Faced with such a difference, Celtics players are still fighting for iron. I think their coach should be ready to prepare for the next match. Many spectators in the arena laughed out loud. In laughter, the boring garbage time is finally over. The whole match is over. The final score is Knicks, 87 Celtics. Let's congratulate the Knicks for winning their Summer League 4th winning streak with a 16-point victory. At the same time, we also want to congratulate Knicks for successfully reaching the quarterfinals of the Summer United. The narrator continued with his very infectious voice. Of course, we also want to congratulate the well-deserved MVP Lin Mo in this match. Congratulations to him for his triple-double of 39 points, 11 rebounds and 12 assists in this match. According to the query of the Real GM Summer League database, Lin Mo once again created the historical record of the Summer League in this match. It is worth mentioning that the last player to get such data in the regular season was Clyde Drexler, the famous glider. The commentators here in the United States are very excited moving. The flower growers on the other side of the ocean are even more involved in a carnival. 39 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 blocked shot, comparable to the famous glider. Lin Mo once again refreshed the history of the Summer League. Looking at the text on the graphic live broadcast, it is not enough to express the excitement of the fans. My bad god! Lin Mo is terrifying. Lin Mo, the god of Xiaolian, I said he was the first person in this year's Xiaolian, no one opposed it. When you meet an opponent who can score, Lin Mo can use the score to crush. Meet a strong inside opponent, Lin Mo can use his body to crush. Today I met Rondo who can pass, Lin Mo can also use assist crush, he is not the first person who is. Thousands of emotions make a word, Lin Mo is awesome. Back to the Casino Summer League. Lin Mo is standing in the middle of the court surrounded by reporters from various sports media such as ESPN. At the top of this pile of reporters is a small and well-developed female reporter. Because of the difference in height between Lin Mo and her, he needs to lower his head when the female reporter finishes asking questions. Hey! Good guys! It's really deep and hot, and it's hard to extricate yourself. Lin Mo immediately glanced into the distance again. Then he answered the question from her. No way! This thing hurts the body too much. Chapter 17. After the media interview, Lin Mo left the Cox Arena and prepared to go back to the hotel arranged by the team to rest. Just arrived in the hotel lobby. A few guys in suits and leather collars greeted them with smiles. Hello, Lin, we are scouts from the Los Angeles Lakers team. The speaker was a middle-aged man with bright eyes combing his greasy head. My name is Case, and this is my bad business card. Lin Mo took the business card, then nodded and smiled, preparing to refuse. Sorry, the Xiaolian match is not over yet, so I don't plan to think about anything other than winning the championship. However, Case quickly explained. 10 minutes, I only need 10 minutes. Lin Mo frowned. Case insisted, I heard that the coffee in this hotel is good, so let me buy you a drink. Well, just 10 minutes. The Los Angeles Lakers ranked 7th in the West with 42 wins and 40 losses last season. Although he scored playoffs, he was defeated 4-1 by the Suns in the first round. This result is not ideal for Lakers, Kobe, or the fans. Since O'Neal left, it seems that the Lakers are no longer the league championship team. Although Kobe has exhausted his madness in the past 3 years, his personal show has proved his strength. But the overall weakness of the team is a well-known fact. Now Kobe is 29 years old, he is at the peak of his career, but at the same time this is also a watershed in his career. After leaving O'Neal, Kobe missed the championship and couldn't even go further in playoffs. If the Lakers team is unable to strengthen, then Kobe, who can't get help, will ask Lakers to trade him out. But since you were born out of thin air, it suddenly made our eyes shine. Keith ignored a sip of coffee and preached to Lin Mo endlessly. Even Phil Jackson commented on you that if you can get you and Kobe will be the Jordan and Pippen of the 21st century. Jordan and Pippen? Lin Mo put down the coffee cup in his hand and raised the corner of his mouth slightly. At this time, Kobe has just completed the transformation from number 8 to number 24, whether it is from the technical level or the psychological level, it is indeed at the peak. Coached by Zen Master Jackson, and then partnered with Kobe at the peak of this time. Lin Mo does have the strength to be a contemporary Pippen and start a great journey with Kobe. But it's a pity. Lin Mo doesn't have much interest in being the second child of the team. How did you prepare for the salary? Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Lin Mo asked. 3 + 1 4-year 38 million contract. Case spoke without hesitation. It was obvious that they had been thinking about it for a long time. The first 3 years are guaranteed contracts, and the last year is a player option. Of course, after the 3-year contract, we will also offer a maximum salary contract as soon as possible. In the same team for 3 years, players can sign a maximum salary contract with the team through the bird clause. It seems that the Lakes team has made a lot of determination in order to retain Kobe and strengthen the team. I see. Lin Mo nodded, but his expression was still beginning without any waves. Are you dissatisfied with the contract? Case also wanted to continue to explain, but Lin Mo directly waved his hand to stop. Actually, these are not important. The important thing is that I am not interested in being the so-called 21st century Pippin. Sorry. For Lin Mo, who has unlocked the talent of Generation of Miracles, playing as the second child in an NBA team, he hadn't considered it at all. As soon as Lin Mo said this, Case fell silent. This Lin Mo's ambition is too big. The Lakes team's original intention was to retain Kobe through Lin Mo's reinforcement. But if Lin Mo asks for this, that has become a completely different situation. I think I still need to discuss the conditions you mentioned with the team. Anyway, I hope we can keep in touch in the future. Yep. After Lin Mo answered briefly, he stood up after drinking the last sip of coffee. 10 minutes are up, then I will go back and rest first. Finished. Lin Mo left in the eyes of a crowd of Lakes scouts. For this result, Case and other scouts couldn't help sighing. This is troublesome. After returning to the room, Lin Mo didn't take the conversation with the Lakes team to heart. Chuandang just spent 10 minutes enjoying a free cup of coffee. Because he knows that in this year, Lakes owner base and general manager Kupchak will not let Kobe leave the Lakes, and Lakes reinforcement will also be completed by trading Gasol in the middle of the season. The next day, the Knicks faced the Memphis Grizzlies in the quarterfinals. The core player of the Grizzlies team is Mike Conley, the 4th overall pick this year. The overall lineup is average. In the end, Lin Mo helped Knicks beat the Grizzlies by 18 points with 37 + 7 + 7 in 16 minutes. And if there is anything worth paying attention to in this match, that was Lin Mo's buzzer 3-pointer on midcourt logo at the end of the first quarter match. Apart from this ball, the fans didn't have much discussion about this match at all. And today's Seollyan basketball-related news headlines are no longer dominated by Lin Mo for the first time. Because the first game of the preliminary match was defeated by Knicks Sonics, he went all the way back to the half-finals. And Durant, the second-place pick, is even more ashamed and brave. He has won 35+ in 3 consecutive matches. Even in the quarter-finals that just ended, he even completed a jumper against the Bulls team Noah's defend. Durant behaved like this. It is indeed worthy of his headline today. And what makes Lin Mo interesting is that, at this time, the momentum of the Sonics will meet Knicks again in the next half-finals. Chapter 18. They were also defeated by Lin Mo in the preliminary rounds. The top pick Odin directly chose not to participate in the follow-up match of Seollyan because of tonsillectomy. The second-place pick Durant is brave after knowing the shame. With one wonderful performance after another, the Sonics brought the Supersonic into the semi-finals. After experiencing only 8 shots in the first match 2-2, only 18 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists in the audience. In the next 4 matches, Durant turned the anger of losing to Lin Mo into his persevering motivation. The average 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assist data per game have become Seoul United's second only player to Lin Mo. It is worth mentioning. So far, Lin Mo, who has won 5 matches in the Summer League, has averaged 36 points and rebounds plus 6.6 assist plus 3.4 blocked shot plus 0.6 steal. Among them, the score and blocked shot are ranked first in the Summer League. What's more terrifying is that Lin Mo's three-pointer percentage is an exaggerated 73%. The hit rate that looks like an open hang is even 10% higher than Durant's overall hit rate. The second best player, Durant's spirit and strength to catch up is worthy of praise from all fans. United States, Casino, Mark Center Arena. ESPN's special commentator, sitting on the sidelines doing pre-match warm ups. But what we can't ignore is that Lin Mo is still the strongest player, the most versatile player, and the most terrifying opponent in this Casino Summer League. None of them. When the old Wave Sports on the other side of the ocean synchronized this passage on the live broadcast, many fans feel a sense of pride bursting from the bottom of their hearts. Quickly, the warm-up of the two teams on the field was over, and the starting players of the two teams stood on the field during the announcement of the DJ. The Supersonic side is still the same. Durant and Jeff Green led the start. As for the Knicks, the starting lineup of the last few games remains unchanged. Jump ball link. Knicks center is in good condition, and in one fell swoop he assigned basketball to Chandler at the back court. The New York Knicks will get the ball for the first offensive round of the game. Chandler dribble advanced half-time. He didn't hesitate outside the three-point line and passed the ball directly to Lin Mo on the wing. The narrator recounted every move on the court in a familiar way. But it seems that the moment the ball was shot was interrupted by the supersonic shooting guard. The pass was a little turnover. Snapped. However, this does not affect Lin Mo's impressive arm span and big hands to hold basketball steadily. Bang bang. Facing Durant's defender, Lin Mo did not hesitate at all. Directly dribble played hard and chose back singles. Lin Mo's backup singles are all going to the basket against Durant. Read more at hotmailnovel.xyz. You can see Durant has absolutely no response to Lin Mo's attack. That's only 3 dribbles. Lin Mo has already arrived in the penalty area. The ESPN narrator is worthy of being a special narrator. Both the tone and emotion are quite in place. Many fans sounded like they were crushing Durant. After arriving in the penalty area, Lin Mo closed the ball and turned around. After Durant saw this, he planned to interfere, and Jeff Green, who was at the basket, hurried up to make up the defense. In this case, doesn't Lin Mo plan to pass? That's right. Of course not. I saw that Lin Mo's legs were like explosive rockets, which suddenly provided him with infinite ascent power. Lin Mo relied on his superhuman body physical talent derived from Atsushi Murasakibara. Hanging on Durant's defend directly abruptly. Then he pushed against Jeff Green, who came to make up the defense. Put basketball hands directly behind your head. Boom. With an audio-visual impact force, both hands exploded to blast the box dunk. Ended this attack. Oh, my God. The ESPN commentator opened his mouth directly into an O shape. Then he said slowly, Lin Mo's dunk is too unreasonable. Even if he knows that the 2 best players from the opposing team are defending, he still slams basketball into the hoop regardless of any obstacles. It's like Lin Mo is using this ball to declare a fact to everyone. Even if you catch up and can meet me in the semi-finals again, you are still the defeated men. Indeed so. After Lin Mo finished this deduction, the referee member slowed down and blew Durant's defend flagrant foul. And then the effort of this dead ball. Lin Mo smiled faintly and said to Durant, Long time no see, adieu. This ball will be my opening gift for you. Originally, Durant was knotted by Lin Mo's attack this time. As a result, such a sentence directly said to him. Had it not been for Jeff Green to pull it aside. I'm afraid Durant is really going to rush forward and make gestures with Lin Mo. Durant, don't be impulsive. Jeff Green patted Durant on the back. We may not have beaten him. Fortunately, Durant didn't have the urge in the end, and only calmed down after taking a deep breath. After watching Lin Mo hit the penalty steadily. The Sonics offense. Holding a breath, Durant directly asked for the ball. After half-time, I saw Lin Mo who was still waiting for him in the three-point line. Durant directly handed the knife up and down, about the same position as Lin Mo's first goal in the Summer United debut. He threw his first three-pointer in this match. Durant's shot selection this time is quite bold. Between the narrator's words, basketball spins into the net at high speed. A three-pointer. 3:3. The narrator also found an interesting picture. After the goal, Durant didn't give high fives to his teammates to celebrate, but instead looked at Lin Mo, as if he was still saying something. Unexpectedly, the two people who reunited in the semifinals would be so tit-for-tat at the beginning. Chapter 19. Durant made this three-pointer. It seems that he has recovered the fiery touch of his first 4 matches. And Lin Mo, who was looking at him. At this moment, he showed a satisfied look. Is he laughing? Seeing Lin Mo's reaction, Durant was a little confused for a while. Ball right conversion. Knicks offensive round. After Chandler dribbled the ball over half-time, directly and sensibly handed the ball to Lin Mo's hands. Even the coach of Knicks Summer Union nodded slightly off the court. Chandler will come. This son will become a great weapon in the future. Looking at Durant's somewhat confused expression, Lin Mo is not inked directly. After 2 straight and random hauls, it was a super long three-pointer when he pulled it up. Coming! The narrator brightened and shouted. Lin Mo directly and decisively used an uncompromisingly long three-pointer as answer ball to fight back, accompanied by the voice that the narrator can stretch. The orange basketball crossed Durant's defend, spinning at a rapid speed over the court. Hey! The arrest was crisp and clear. Perfect hit. After a throwing in, Lin Mo also ignored Chandler, who came over to give him a high five. Instead, he smiled and said to Seijūrō Durant, "Bring it on. Let me see how your progress in these matches." Although Lin Mo's tone is not bad, but the words made Durant very angry after listening. And this time, the director of the Mark Center Arena finally aimed the camera at the two people in the first place. This scene was shown on the big screen. Many fans are hotly discussing. Hey! This is right, is it coming? To be honest, Lin Mo's goal is much more crazy than Durant's just now, and he's doing a lot of B shooting. That's not right, you see, Lin Mo's expression is obviously not that kind of agitation, but rather relaxed like playing a game. Anyway, the next match will definitely look good, and the expectations are full. Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Do not know why. Durant always feels Lin Mo's attitude towards this match is like a playful pass me. After he got rid of the defender of Knicks power forward while standing outside the three-point line. Directly reach out to the supersonic point guard who is still organizing tactics for the ball. The latter hesitated. But in the end, I chose pass. After Durant's simple dribble adjustment, he directly intends to reproduce the three-point shooting just now. Durant also chose a three-pointer again. However, the narrator did not have time to say the next sentence. A black shadow appeared directly in front of Durant. Fast and fierce. Bang! A sturdy big hat. After the camera catches up, everyone discovers that this shadow is Lin Mo. This block is too desperate. Good guy, is the shadow of Durant's first match in Summer Union going to reappear again? I don't think Durant can hesitate to take a shot. Just catch the ball and just shoot, or Lin Mo doesn't know where he will come out. The audience's discussion is not over yet. After finishing the blocked shot on the field, Lin Mo has already rushed to the front court. Facing the empty front court, he once again chose to stop outside the three-point line. Here. After 4 matches, Lin Mo once again played his exclusive fast break three-pointer to the Supersonics. In 2007, when he still relied on positional warfare and defend and the inside line was cut 2 points 1 by 1. Dare to fast break three-pointers like Lin Mo is simply rare. And if Lin Mo can make a steady hit, that's the only one. Hey! What a beautiful net shabu sound! At this time, Durant happened to pass by Lin Mo. Lin Mo said in a simple and earnest way. Adu, the sickle is in my hand tonight. Durant could not understand this sentence. Lin Mo doesn't care. Because in the next match, Lin Mo directly used his practical actions to explain to the young Adu. Hey! A three-pointer from 30 feet away, a steady hit. Hey! This time Lin Mo faced Jeff Green's full blockade from the bottom corner and still scored the ball steadily. Hey! Lin Mo again. At the end of the first quarter, Lin Mo scored 27 points in a single quarter, which is even 5 points higher than the Sonics team. The narrator continued with a splash of foam in his mouth. And these 27 points after Lin Mo opened an inside line 2+1, all of them were shot outside the three-point line. Lin Mo made 8 three-pointers in 10 minutes of the first quarter. Nick's bench seat. The whole team surrounded Lin Mo like a Hyuxia New Year, praising his feat in the first quarter with various angles and vocabulary. Look at the supersonic bench. The atmosphere accumulated by winning streak into the semifinals of the Team 4 was directly shattered by Lin Mo's performance in one section. The players once again recalled the painful memories of the opening day of the Summer United. Looking at the Sonics 22-38 Knicks trailing 16 points scoreboard. Durant, who played an excellent first quarter and scored 14 points on 6 of 9 shots. At this time, he just lowered his head and repeated a word. Scythe. Sickle. Sickle. This moment, Durant seems to understand the meaning of the word Lin Mo said. Chapter 20. This guy scored 8 three-pointers in one quarter, and his personal scoring exceeded the total of the opposing team. Cleveland, inside a private training basketball hall. James looked at the message on the phone from the trainer and showed an expression of disbelief. His scoring ability reminds me of Kobe, who scored 62 points in the 3 quarters 2 years ago, when Kobe also surpassed the Mavericks team in scoring. The trainer smiled and replied, although he still has a certain gap with Kobe, he can still have such a performance in the face of the number 2 pick. He is definitely not bad. And I read on the news that he seems to be a loser. A gleam of light flashed in James' eyes, and he said directly to the trainer. We will continue training later, I'll call the team and ask something. Philip Nix, West American Arena. Nash, do you follow the news about the Casino Summer League? Nash shook his head, and the result was some data reports from the team manager Cole who had just taken office. Just a few glances, Nash directly showed an expression of astonishment. The performance of this player named Lin Mo in Xiaolian is really amazing. What do you mean by letting me look at the information, the manager? As you know, the Suns team is always difficult to go further in playoffs, so I think I should try to inject some fresh blood into the team. After Cole finished speaking, he looked down at the phone, and then continued without waiting for Nash to answer. Look, he just hit 8 three-pointers in the first quarter and scored 27 points. Nash's eyes widened directly. What? Is this true? Casino Summer League, Mark Center Arena. The Knicks match against the Sonics continues. Lin Mo scored 8 three-pointers in the first quarter and scored 27 points in a single quarter. After his debut in the second quarter, he still used his terrifying dominance to control the process of the match. Although the players on the Sonics side adjusted their mentality in time, their feelings did not follow their mentality and became hot. Under the leadership of Durant, he also missed one after another. Lin Mo grabbed 7 rebounds in just 4 minutes in the second quarter, and even 2 of them were offensive rebound. And at the same time, because Lin Mo's 8 three-pointers in the first quarter are too popular. As a result, the Supersonic Summer Union coach seemed to be possessed. Directly arranged 2 players to watch Lin Mo's every move outside the 3-point line. He didn't want to make a 3-pointer by saying anything. But Is this useful? Following Lin Mo's empty cut, after a two-handed dunk. Even the ESPN narrator can't stand it anymore. Did the Sonics forget the free throw line dunks Lin Mo performed in the preliminaries match? To this, the supersonic coach is also unspeakable. Did he not know that Lin Mo has the same lethality in the three-point line? Read more at hotmtlnovel.xyz. Of course he knows. But at this moment, he can only reserve the last glimmer of hope for the team through the fact of 2 points and 3 points. As long as the supersonic players can compete for some breath. Inheriting half of Lin Mo's performance in the first quarter, they still have hope in this semi-final match. Clang! Durant once again hit the iron on the three-point line. The rebounder is still Lin Mo of the Knicks team. It is a pity. The wish of the Supersonic Summer Union coach fell through. Chandler was in possession of the ball outside the three-point line, and there are still 20 seconds left before the end of the second quarter. It seems that Knicks should choose to take the time to attack. On the field, the Supersonics followed the defense madly, for fear of giving Knicks any chance. And Durant, as if sticking to Lin Mo's body, stubbornly refused to let him go. Since it was the last attack, referee also pretended not to see it. Time goes by every second. Only the last 5 seconds left. Obviously the two teams already have a huge difference of 22 points. But the audience in the arena is still very much looking forward to this final attack. Because they know this will be Lin Mo's last attack in this match. Simultaneously, they are even more curious about how Lin Mo will do it. Knicks moved. Lin Mo came up to give Chandler a pick and roll, and then rushed straight down towards the basket. Chandler knows how to throw basketball to delay. Bang! Between the sparks, Lin Mo stepped directly on the free throw line and started to make a layup. Forcibly against Durant's defend to kill towards the basket. He steadily caught basketball in delay. Then he grabbed the ball with one hand and smashed the basket through Durant. Boom! As Durant staggered and fell in confrontation, Lin Mo also steadily smashed basketball into the rim. OM! Accompanied by the buzzing sound of the basketball frame. The narrator shouted hysterically. Deduction! Lin Mo completed the first half Knicks' last attack with a deduction. Suddenly, the entire Mark Center arena is boiling. They unanimously got up and burst into thunderous applause and cheers to Lin Mo. It seems to be thanking him for the wonderful performance he brought to the fans. In front of Lin Mo, Durant is more like a poor draft pick. Although this is cruel, we have to admit that Lin Mo completely crushed Durant. The moment Lin Mo finished buckling Durant, Lin Mo had completely killed the match. Amidst the cheers of the audience, match entered mid-court to rest. The subsequent second half match ended with the tragic fact that the Supersonics struggled to chase points but were always out of reach. When the full match ends, the final score is fixed at Knicks 108-81 Supersonic. Let's congratulate Knicks, who successfully won the match with a huge advantage of 27 points and successfully entered the Summer United Final. At the same time, let us congratulate Lin Mo. In this match, he refreshed his Xiaolian match scoring record to 44 points. With a large double-double performance, he completed the double kill of the Supersonic. 16 of 20 shots, 9 of 12, 3 points, 3 of 3 free throw, 44 points, plus 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocked shots. This is the answer sheet that Lin Mo handed over in the first half with only 18 minutes of playing time. The narrator directly called the audience. At this moment, let us cheer for Lin Mo together. Chapter 21. Lin Mo, congratulations on leading the team to victory again and reaching the final of the Summer United in one fell swoop. In this match, you scored a record 27 points in the first quarter. In the full match, you scored 44 points, 13 rebounds and 4 assists, 3 blocked shots. Are you satisfied with your performance today? The female reporter this time is obviously not as powerful as the one that gave Lin Mo the visual impact last time. But Lin Mo doesn't care about these. He took the microphone and smiled slightly. To be honest, I'm not satisfied. Not satisfied. The female reporter was simply stupid. Lin Mo's answer doesn't follow the routine at all. Because I actually wanted to continue the triple-double of the previous match in this match, but my teammates felt a little bad today. In addition, the performance of the opposite Sonics players is not ideal, and the match also lost suspense prematurely. Good guys. If you change to any Summer United player to get such data, I'm afraid I have already thanked my teammates to my parents with the acceptance speech. Here is Lin Mo. He just started